know me, some of you may not. My name is Tony with the customer success team here at GlueUp. Pleasure to have you guys here on this Friday, April 23rd, to join us for the new features webinar. For today, we're going to go over the new fields that have been added to our profile as far as the industry field, function, as well as roles, as well as the CPD new upgrades that I would say, and enhancements that we've made. And then lastly, we made some adjustments to the uploading contacts, so we'll definitely go over that as well. If you do have any questions, please type them in the chat or in the Q&A section, and I will definitely get to those at the end. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can get started. So the first topic that we're going to talk about today is going to be the new fields that we added to our profile. So whenever you come to the My Glue side or the end user side, under My Profile, as you scroll down, under Occupation, previously we had these two fields right here, position and company name. And then we've recently added to specify the industry from all of these various selections. We've also added the function field as well. So whatever function that you have within that organization, you can also, specify this here. And then also we're able to actually select the role that we have within this company that we have as well. One thing to note on this is that unfortunately, these fields are not customizable as of now. Our team will definitely work on, improving that in the future. And that is something that we are looking to add to this function as well. Not only does this information reflect on your profile, but as we go to one of our profiles here, this is also going to be reflecting upon our contact form. And if you guys remember, come up here to your settings, your contact form, and you're also able to add those fields here as you see on the profile information. Next, we're going to talk about the CPD events. So the upgrades or the updates that we've made to this is that we're now able to come here under our event dashboard, and under display headings, we're actually able to show this within the table. As you can see, this filter has been added here. So now we are able to see what events have the CPD or the certification event and which ones do not. As we look into a specific profile, there have been a few updates as well. We're able to see not only is this person a subscriber as well as a registered GlueUp account user, but we're also able to see that they have certifications from our various events as well. We're also able to see this reflecting upon our engagement metrics, as we're able to see all of the CPD events that they have attended as well. And then we're also able to filter through our activity timeline. So we have all of these different filters here. We're able to, filter by our contacts, um, financial settings, things like that. And now we've also added this filter here for events. That way, if we wanted to filter through that, we could do so here. So next, we're going to take a look at what changes have been reflected within an actual event. So we're going to click on our event right now. And as we scroll down at the bottom, we're going to hit certificates. We're going to hit edit. And after you finish filling out the design for the certificate, under your CPD settings, you're actually able to set the check-in settings. So 10 minutes after the um, class starts, all the way up until an hour. And we have the same settings here for the checkout as well. And then under this section right here, we're able to actually scroll over, check the attendee status as well. Whenever someone has checked in and checked out of this certificate event, and then we're also able to look at the CPD status as well. Those are just some of the enhancements that we've made for our certificates or our CPD events. And then lastly, we will go over the changes that have been made to uploading contacts. So as normal, we would go here and upload the contacts by selecting the drop down, and we're going to hit import contacts. So previously, it was just the options either to do not overwrite or overwrite all of the contacts. Now we have the option to overwrite only the existing empty fields. So as before on this contact, all of these fields right here were empty. And then we pulled this information from Excel, and now it is reflected upon our profile information. And this information will immediately appear on our CRM as soon as we import and change this information as well. There will be no delay or any time that will be lapsed in between us uploading it and it reflecting upon our profile information. And then lastly, we are able to see our activity timeline as all of the changes that we make within a contact are going to be reflected upon this portion right here. Um, so we're also able to see all of the updated fields as well. So as far as our new features, that is going to be it for today. So I see that we do have a few questions here. One was about starting. So I'll give it a few minutes as we have some questions roll in as well. Again, if you do have questions, definitely please type them into the Q&A section um, as I can go ahead and answer those as they come in. What is a CPD event? So a CPD event is going to be an event where at the end of it, you're going to be giving out certificates or certifications. So this can be, anything that is tailored to your specific organization. Um, I would say maybe if, you know, you were doing some educational event and for teachers you wanted to give out certificates, you would do so there. Give it just a few more moments. Also, you can ask any questions that are outside of anything that we went over today. If you guys have any questions about anything that is relevant in the CRM as well. Yep. So we have a question. Do certifications show up in profiles anywhere like badging? That is a very good question. Yes. Um, and then also, what does CPD stand for? CPD stands for continuing professional development. So we will actually go visit a profile and we will see what the badges look like as they reflect upon our certificates. So we're going to visit our profile information again. And under this section, we're going to hit my accreditation. And as we are going through, the accreditation process to get that CPD or that certificate, it will show here, how many hours that we have left to complete, as well as what the certificate name is going to be, how many credits we've obtained. And then we can also, as we complete this, add credits, add the date as well, along with any description that is relative or pertinent to this certificate. Very good question. We'll give it a few more minutes. And again, you can ask anything that is unrelated to anything that we went over this afternoon. All right, we'll give it one more minute. When you update the contact to existing content, can you validate the new content after the comparison before overwriting it? Yes. So I will pull up an example now. So for this, we would want to go to the update verification under our contacts. So if the end user were to update their information and it was different than what we had existing within our CRM, we would simply come here to review this, and we would be able to view, the profile photo, for example, here, as well as the billing ID. And we would be able to say, we don't want to update this, we want to update it, and we would hit submit. And that's how we would, keep our CRM up to date, and, eliminate, I would say, any duplicates in the process as well. So, very good question. Give it a few more minutes. Someone said, I notice there's a set number of hours required to achieve um, for this achievement in this example. How do you tie together CPD events in order to achieve a certification, or how to structure multi certifications as well? So there's a few ways to answer that question. If we had multiple, um, we would come here and just add a new certification here as well, along with being able to add credits to the certification that we have. And again, we can specify the date, and what was obtained about that credit as well. I hope that answers your question. If not, definitely feel free to reach out to me offline, and we can definitely hop on a call possibly and discuss that in further detail as well. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, I definitely appreciate everyone joining us today for this new features webinar. Hope that it was informational. Please feel free to reach out to myself, as I can answer any of your questions that you may have, as well as our customer success team as a whole. We will definitely be able to, get you an answer to any of your questions right away. So. But I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Thank you.